Today I'm going to be playing as Schleswig, which I believe is the best single state start in the game due to its holding North German and Danish culture, which allows it to form Germany as well as Scandinavia. Scandinavia is a very nice farmville to be able to use to form Germany easier compared to most of these single state starts. So let's begin. We can start out with a couple of decrees on our main state to make it a little bit of a better state. And greener grass and everything, so we can steal some migrants from Denmark. Let's start improving relations with Sweden, because they're hopefully going to help us out in a war against Denmark, as well as I think, not Holstein. Who else do you want to improve relations with? We'll improve the relations with the UK as well, because the UK is typically a bit of a annoying thing. We actually have enough influence to improve with one more country. Who should we improve with? I don't know. I guess I'll just begin to improve with Bavaria. It's not going to make too much of a difference, but it'll help us out in the long term. Now for tech, we're going to go for pan-nationalism to be able to form Scandinavia quicker. Now for our buildings, I think we're going to start out by building some logging camps here. These seem relatively profitable. Then once we're done with those, we can maybe build a port in order to get some extra infrastructure and convoys for later, and then after that, we can maybe build a navy or something, or arts academies to get prestige. We'll figure it out eventually. Oh yeah, we're also going to spam Denmark with requests for stuff to gain Liberty Desire. Denmark, might normally get mad at you for doing this, but there's nothing Denmark can do if they're mad at us, because since we are a personal union, you cannot demand decreased autonomy unless they have researched nationalism, and Denmark generally doesn't research nationalism. So we're very safe from Denmark, really. We get this event, which could give us good relations with Denmark, but we do not want those, so we're not going to take it. We get this event, which unfortunately gives us an anti-Mecklenburg lobby, which we would very much prefer to not have. Wood is a little bit too cheap for us to utilize it, so we would like to export some wood. Let's see if we can export wood to someone. Yeah, we can export wood to Sweden and Prussia and Britain, I guess. All these should slightly help with keeping our logging camps productive. Our port just finished construction, so now we're going to go for a navy, I think. It'll help us win some wars in the future, such as expanding overseas. So, just having that extra 1 battalion will be a pretty nice thing to build up, I think. After that, I think we'll go for arts academies, which are going to keep there to be able to spike our prestige up when we need it. German national identity just finished, so we really want to hope that Prussia, does not start any shenanigans. They are damaging relations with us, which we do not like that very much. We'd prefer it if they didn't damage relations with us. Fortunately, we do not have the Diplo right now to improve relations to stop them from damaging. That's unfortunate for us. We're gonna hope that they don't do the leadership war soon. We need Prussia to lose leadership war if possible, because if Austria wins it, Prussia is gonna be much easier to become our friend. Oh, and if Prussia wins it, we just get annexed pretty much. Well, NDF will happen. We'll choose to either be annexed or Prussia will get claims on us, which will probably result in them declaring war on us. And even if it doesn't, it's going to be hard to get Prussia to want to unify with us once they've already North German feted, because then we're going to have to beat them in leadership play, which is going to make them mad at us. Okay, we just finished improving relations with Sweden. Their attitude towards us is now genial, which means we can get them to support our independence. So now it's time to declare independence. Let's request increased autonomy. Of course, they say no. Then we declare independence, force diplomatic play, conquer Schleswig-Holstein, add to primary, add an interest in Scandinavia. Now we're going to put enlistment efforts in our capital, create a new army, which is going to go all on the defense of the southern front while we try to defend the northern front with this army. We're also going to realize we got very lucky and we already have general staff from tech spread, so we're going to put on general training as a PM. That should help out a little bit. Okay, our new army has started conscripting, so we're going to put it on the front. I just added Conquer Jutland. We're going to see If doing that, along with primary Danish war reps, causes the UK to join against us here, we really cannot afford for the UK to join against us. It looks like that might be enough for the UK to not join against us. Yep, it was. Okay, I tried Zealand and the UK did join against me. Looks like we have these armies on the wrong front. This army is like the better one, so we should swap these to more accurately be a good defense. Yeah, now we can defend on both fronts successfully. Big nice. Oh, we're failing to defend on the northern front actually. But we are actually able to push on the south front with rapid advance. Oh, Swede sent over troops to our front. Oh, that's because they've occupied the capital. Okay. So we just need to push into Holstein and then we will be good. Nice. There's Holstein. Then Denmark's just gonna eventually cap out of this war. Oh yeah, we should be adding more stuff to our queue. We don't have ammo or small arms. That's a true statement. Let's import it from the British, I guess. Because you know the Brits, they always got our back. At least unless they join against us in a play, then they don't really. But you know they kind of do, if you don't think about it. Put some skirmish infantry in the queue. Okay, Denmark just capitulated. Unfortunately, this completes the Schleswig-Holstein question, which we wish we could complete later, but you know, getting independence means we're forced to complete it here. Now we're going to start incorporating Jutland. Okay, now that we've conquered Jutland, we're going to set our interests in South Africa, since Gaza has no military. Sweden offers us a defensive pact. We will accept. We will now declare to conquer Lorenzo Marx. How do we have 7 battalions? Oh, we conquered a bunch of battalions in Jutland. Okay, that makes sense. Or at least I assume that's what these are. Or some of these are that. Let's delete one of these cuirassiers so this army is no longer imbalanced. And we have probably, how do we, so government wages are costing us too much. Expected SOL, okay, we can go up to very high, I think. Looks like we have enough minimum expected to afford this. This is tough though, we're still losing money even with this. Oh, we've got a construction sector. So we can start privatizing buildings, and that should help us out a little bit with our money situation. Now, there's a nice tip that, what's his name, Chum shared recently, which is that you can queue up all of your agricultural industries, and then the private queue can't build them. Got to import lots of stuff in order to have a functioning economy, because there's not very many resources up here in Schleswig, you know. Very few resources are up here. It's insane how few resources are here. But we've got enough stuff, really. Now, I thought I deleted one of these cuirassiers. What? We're gonna delete one again, I guess. Then we'll start mobilizing this army so we can naval invade with it. Seems like they have no defenders coming up, so we should just be fine. And the war is about to begin. Yep, planned naval invasion. Okay. We get this event to give us positive relations with Lubeck. I think we'll take it. I don't really know if we like having good relations with Lubeck. I think it doesn't matter because we plan on forming Scandinavia, and Scandinavia includes Lubeck in the formation for some reason. I feel like it shouldn't. Sweden offers us a trade agreement. We will take it. We successfully have landed in Lorenzo Marx. We're actually running a bureaucracy shortage, so we'll go up on this. I also assume that means we've gotten a couple of bad trade routes. Or was it just that one, actually? The rest look pretty good. Now it's time to invade Transvaal, which we should be able to do. Let's disband this army, then disband this army. I've got a army that should hopefully be strong enough to invade Transvaal. Rapid advance as well. Oh yeah, now that we've managed to secure a native interest down here, we're going to put an interest in Italy because rivaling all the Italians is going to be a good way to get influence to start improving relations with German minor nations, which we want to, of course, improve relations with all of those countries for the ability to form Germany later. Okay, the rivaling can now begin. Rival, 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 rival. 2,500 influence to improve relations with a ton of the minor German nations now. Guess I want to improve with Austria for sure. This looks like a decent set of German nations to improve relations with. Okay, now that we're finished with Transvaal, now there's a bit of a question here. I think it might be best to keep Orangi here until they discover gold, because we don't have any positive resource discovery chance modifiers, and my understanding is that it doesn't increase the odds of discovering gold by the number of states you have. So it seems like it's just better for Transvaal to exist and have the ability to discover gold. And then once they discover gold, or once we already have discovered gold in Transvaal, we can conquer them. However, who we are going to conquer is Zulu, because Zulu is going to be necessary to ensure we have a good connection, because the problem with the connection through Gaza is sometimes it just doesn't work at all. Sometimes you just can't go through here because the port is technically right here. So we need to conquer Zulu in order to ensure that that is less likely to happen. Now we're going to realize we should have triggered corn laws at some point. So we're going to trigger it now. Just need to export a little bit of grain. Then we should trigger corn laws. We did not export enough. Okay, spam click a bit more. Now we should be, yep, easily. Yep, we trigger corn laws. Now we can cancel all these grain exports. Yep, corn laws should eventually give us our modern conservative. Zulu is getting crushed. Anti-Mecklenburgian League demands we declare a rivalry with Mecklenburg. Well, let's see, what IGs are in here? I think we're just gonna decline because we don't want to make them mad at us. They might support Austria for unification leadership or something once we become a unification candidate, and that would be bad for us because then Austria would have a land border against us. Conquering Zulu seemingly gave us a ton of trade routes. Yep, we got a ton of trade routes from conquering Zulu. You always gotta check your trade routes after you do a war, or else you're gonna have huge bureaucracy deficits. Modern conservative achieved an inspiration for our age. Let's bolster the liberal movement. Oh, it's already had enough support. We already had a pacifist. Okay, let's just grant him leadership then. And then, let's see. This is our most legitimate government. And then we can start trying to pass laissez-faire. Let's suppress the absolutist movement. It's the worst movement ever. I forgot to continue my strategy after we conquered this stuff. Let's max out the queue with industries of grain so that the private queue simply cannot build them. Sweden offers us an alliance. We are going to say yes. I think we're going to try to abuse that to make Sweden become weaker so that we can form Scandinavia without having to do a leadership play against them if you can drop them out of major power status. Okay, our port just got finished building here, so we finally have market access down here, which is going to be very nice. We actually can build stuff down here. Let's start out with the iron mine. We're about to finish Atmo engine. This is interesting. We can decrease British infamy by 5, or go to build local arms industry event. Sure, we'll build some local arms industry. Why did that journal entry seemingly go away instantly? Okay, it's here. So we need to have a schleswigian state with an arms industry building. We'll just cancel this probably. You know, two IG approval isn't that big. We want to improve relations with UK more, if possible. Let's get some more rivalries here. Switzerland, we can rival Serbia, Moldavia, Ottomans, Greece. All those are some nice rivalries, so we can improve relations with GB and all the remaining minor German states that we weren't improving with yet, except for Hohenzollern. That one doesn't matter, really. The reason Hohenzollern doesn't matter is it is a subject of Prussia, so it's not going to be too big of a deal. Is there anyone else we want to improve with? Maybe France would help out a little bit. Actually, Russia's going to be a bigger deal, probably. We are full on money and we're getting a large amount of investment pools, so I think we're going to start building a couple of construction sectors down here in Transvaal, which is our only state with iron and stuff, so it seems like the best state to build construction sectors in. Okay, Orangi has gotten their gold mines. We have not gotten ours yet, but we will gladly steal some Orangian gold mines. You know, we'd love those. Time to swap this up to atmospheric engine pump. These Zulus want their independence from our country. Our country is great. You don't need independence from it, trust me. Okay, well, seems like Chum's strategy doesn't really work that well because I think the problem is it thinks that there's no infra in these states because building out all the ranches and stuff would actually use up all the currently existing infrastructure. So I think we're gonna stop trying the strategy. Seems like it doesn't work too well. Yep, the second we stop building those, the private queue seems to be very willing to expand textile mills in Newland now, or it's expanding lots of stuff now that we've done that. We now have laissez-faire that nearly doubled our reinvestment because the vast majority of it is coming from government-owned buildings. So it's now going to start crashing our reinvestment because what's going to happen is the private queue is going to, what's it called? I can't remember what I'm trying to say right now. The private queue is going to privatize the buildings, and its reinvestment level is far, far lower than the player queue, or sorry, the government owned buildings. Like you can see here, this building, it's reinvesting like the entirety of the non-cash reserve balance is going to reinvestment. But with the financial district, it's only like 35% or something. By the way, this is actually my second time recording this video because the first time I accidentally deleted the video while uploading it. This is one of the most stupid things I've ever done. Now we actually need way less, or we need way more construction sectors. So let's, I guess, just build them in Schleswig-Holstein because that's where we have infrastructure. Put a ton of construction sectors here, which is going to help utilize our private queue and also utilize this positive balance we currently have. The Gaussian uprising has started a secession against us. Okay, I did not see that happening. Well, whatever. We will just send our army down there and deal with it. It only has 2 battalions, so it should be pretty easy to deal with. It's just a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't delete our buildings. Sweden offers to join for an obligation. We will, of course, decline and then call them in. You can sway it, become protectorate. That would actually, there's an argument you could do that, but we're just going to call ally on Sweden here. I hope that this didn't cancel the incorporation of Transvaal. Also, this reminds me I should have started incorporating Orangi, but I just didn't. We'll see if this canceled the incorporation of Transvaal. If it did, that's going to be pretty unfortunate for our income, but it should be fine. Most of our income is coming from minting anyway. Okay, yeah, it did cancel incorporating that. Well, we're going to start incorporating both of those areas right now. Oh, we passed free trade, so we get the end of the corn laws. Big nice. 10% loyalists for laborers and peasants means we get an extra 366,000 loyalists. Or well, it's under that amount of loyalists, but it also removed a certain amount of radicals. Oh, Prussia expelled our diplomats. That's unfortunate. What are our relations at with them? -7 right now. They're damaging relations. Okay, that's not too great for us. We're getting a Zulu national movement, so I think we're going to go for a cultural exclusion in order to try to stop the movement, because it's just going to be pretty annoying. Since we're running such a positive balance right now, I think it's time to start subsidizing the arts academies to try to get to #1 in arts production. Looks like 2 arts academies might not be enough. Let's see. Japanese shogunate looks like they have 2 level 1 arts academies, so a single level 2 should produce very slightly more due to economies of scale, I think. Big nice, Prussia stopped damaging relations, and we're now making very, very slightly more art than Japanese shogunate, so we're getting good old 60 prestige from that. Puts us at 101. We could become a major power if we stopped being on very low government wages, which is pretty nice. We need Sweden to drop out of major power status, though. Just finished with improving most of these guys to +80 relations, except for a couple, like the Lippe ones I think we didn't get to improving with because they're in a different strategic region. Oh no, we did get to improving with those guys. Yeah, it looks like we've got +80 with, or +50 with all the German states now. I just saw in the little feed here, Hanover accepts demands. Looks like UK demanded investment rights from Hanover. That's a little weird. Prussian Civil War. Well, that's really nice for us, I think. We can try to reset attitude with Prussia here, I think. Looks like there's no way that the side of the Civil War will win unless someone supports it. But assuming no one does, I think joining Prussia looks like a pretty good idea in order to try to reset attitude, make them no longer domineering, potentially. Yes, we swapped them to genial. However, this is a fake genial. You can see still going to be negative once the war is over, but potentially it won't be negative enough that they expel diplomats this time. Well, we became a major power while being very low gov wages. That's nice. How's Sweden doing? They're at 104 prestige. We've passed them. Nice. This is like a decade earlier than when I got to being a major power in the old run, so I think we're doing quite a bit better. Wait, what? Oldenburg is a subject of the British? Huh? What? What is going on here? That's a little weird. Wait, what happened to the London conference? Isn't that supposed to happen? Did the Netherlands just decide not to hold it? Surely, I don't think this is any of the possible partitions, right? If Belgium won the conference, they should annex Luxembourg, I think. We just got the ammo engine event, and that gave us enough tech progress for railways that we can start building railways. Not in Zulu, though. Um, Transvaal, Verstadt, Lorenzo Marx, Jutland, and Schleswig-Holstein each need a railway. Subsidize the railways. We're going to invade Madagascar, mostly for the majority of the point of invading Madagascar isn't because the land is good. The point is so that we can call in Sweden and hopefully have them waste their army on invading the country and thusly drop power rank to minor power, hopefully. So let's call Sweden in with call ally. Okay, the war has begun. Hopefully Sweden starts a naval invasion. Yep, they are. Big nice. Now our investment pool is kind of running out, so we're going to delete a couple of construction sectors to make it so we're not losing quite so much money, because we don't have a big enough investment pool right now anyway to utilize all this construction. Austria's got a civil war. Austria is getting a little bit of a civil war here. We lost our status as a major power due to no longer being #1 finance producer and losing out on the Schleswig-Holstein question bonus. So let's check out who's beaten us in fine art. Oh, Japan has. What did they do? How are they ahead of us? What? That doesn't make sense. We should have the throughput advantage. Well, we'll build a third arts academy in order to stay ahead of Japan. It looks like that Madagascar thing didn't end up getting the prestige low enough, but it's super close. I wonder if we do another war that we call them into, if it could get them under for long enough. We're going to invade Zanzibar to get some infamy and call Sweden in so that they hopefully waste their prestige on helping us out by mobilizing the military to help us out. We'll call in Sweden and hopefully that will give us make Sweden drop down to minor power status, hopefully. We'll see if it works out for us. Hanover offers to provide military assistance. We will take it. Sweden is landing in Oman. It appears it did not really cost them that much prestige, though, unfortunately. It looks like they're going to get to Zanzibar for free because the Omani army is leaving there for some reason. So yeah, unfortunate that that did not deal enough damage to their prestige. Okay, time to peace out with Oman. See, maybe, yep, the deletion of the conscripts means that they're very close to the prestige threshold, but I think they're going to be able to avoid dropping out. Unless maybe we do another war very quickly afterwards, then maybe we can stop them from staying here. Probably not. They're very, very close, though. Oh, somehow they're like 10 prestige below. Let's see what happened. Their intelligentsia are mad. Please, intelligentsia, stay mad for a year. Oh, there's a big radical movement. That actually is going to be perfect. If that triggers, that will definitely drop them under enough prestige. Yeah, okay, they're going to become a minor power from this, it's going to be like perfectly timed because pan-nationalism is in 14 months. This is going to be really nice for us. Turns out we tech spreaded something that has led to us being about to finish pan-nationalism too early because Sweden is still the major power. So we're going to swap over to mechanized workshops for now. Okay, Sweden is now in a revolt and is a minor power. So we're going to go up on government wages to become a major power. Then we're going to support Sweden in their war. Looks like they're going to be able to win it very easily anyway. We'll move up our army, or our navy, I mean, up here so that we can do some shenanigans in the inevitable war to unify Scandinavia coming soon. Now that our navy has arrived, let's start a naval invasion into Norland. Oh, they've got a bigger navy than us. Never mind, we can't do that. But we can help out pushing into Norland, I guess. because we want the Civil War to end as quickly as possible so that we can start our unification play of Scandinavia. In fact, let's start researching pan-nationalism right now, because that's going to be useful to do this. Yep, okay. The revolt is gonna get finished in a second. It looks like it's full occupied. Oh no, it owns Gotland. Okay, it makes sense why it's not finishing. So there's the revolt done. Now Sweden is still a minor power for now, so hopefully they should support us for the unification of Scandinavia if we just wait a second, because we are genial friendly, so yep, they support us for the unification. Big nice. Well, we're in the negatives of war support, which is not good, but we should be fine in theory. I don't know how this front is going so badly for us at all, but it just is. Like, we have an 80 advantage. The front should not be going this badly. What in the world is happening to us? Like, oh. We've pushed through Norland, but unless they, like, unassign these divisions or something, I don't see any way we make it there before we cap. Let's go unify Scandinavia. Okay, now we're going to, Norway has quite a few battalions. They might be useful, actually. So we're gonna start out with most of our army going up against Denmark, some of it going up against Finland, and then the smallest portion going up against Lubeck. Now, France looked like they were going to be kind of likely to join, but this is like my second try of this war, and they didn't join the first time, so hopefully they don't join this time as well. You can see we can call in Russia, but I've tested it. What happens if you do that is it revokes all your war goals against Finland. Okay, the war has begun, making some good pushes into Zealand as expected. Now we're going to let this 10 army go down to deal with Lubeck, while this 30 army goes up to deal with Finland. Tried some quick advances, but they don't seem to be going very well, so we're going to find hopefully a good general. Looks like none of these guys are too great, so let's push with this guy and try to push that way, because like, we're losing one of these battles, so seems like a good idea to just hold off on pushing too much for now. Okay, we're losing this battle as well. We're going to go on defense, I guess, there then. We're going to need to find a way to push into Finland, just seeming very difficult somehow. Let's go upgrade all units and make sure to put on the upgrade here for that 10% extra stats. Still seems like things are not going well at all, which is a very big problem for us. We need things to go well badly. Okay, let's keep everyone on defense now, and then let's take the 32 off the front, and then hopefully that'll make them willing to push us, is the idea. Let's go put this guy on defense as well. Is this guy off? And then hopefully they'll push us. Yep, they went for a push on us, which is going to fail. Big nice. Now that's going to really hurt their manpower numbers quite a bit. Maybe we can get another push on us by taking off the 4-stack as well. Let's try that. And that should hopefully, yep, they're starting another push on us. And we can defend that one as well. That's going to result in a giant advantage for us. You can see we're at a 40 advantage while we do not have many of our soldiers on the front. So that should be easily enough to push in, surely. We still have this army selected. Okay, let's figure out how to shift click correctly. You can't shift click to unselect, I guess. They try one final offensive battle that they're getting crushed in, and then our troops arrive back on the front, and now we have a 40 or an 85 advantage. Surely we can push with an 85 advantage. Come on, surely. Yeah, so you get a 9K versus 1.1K, easy wins. Surely we just get more battles like that. Yeah, pretty much should be just dominating every single battle now. Yep, the push into Finland is very successful. It took a little bit of trying to get here. You know, this is my second attempt fighting the war, but whatever. We make it to Finland this time successfully. Okay. Yep, we're in Uisama now, so we should be able to peace out, hopefully. Not quite yet, but very soon. Alon's gonna get occupied. Yeah, they're at total occupation. Nice. Next tick. Yep, there we go. The war is now over. So we need to begin it. We're already at amicable with Norway, but unfortunately, they are defiant. We want them to be supporting us for unification in order to be able to annex them. Let's go low government wages, and then let's also realize we should be incorporating this stuff. Um, and then hopefully that will be enough to drag us out of this big deficit. Instead of going for mechanized workshops, we're actually going to go for central banking to try to be able to improve relations with great powers and stuff. We have unlocked pharmaceuticals, so we're going to go for public health insurance because it will help us out with many a thing. Russia is supporting this revolt, so we're going to support the revolt as well because we want to reset our attitude with Prussia. Norway is now supporting us for unification because they've become loyal. So what we're going to want to do is release, wait, Scania, how much GDP you have? Sammy, and that's going to be 2 states. So these release Scania, and then we're going to launch a new unification play against Scania. And that's going to be how we annex Norway. Unfortunately, I wanted to do it with Lubeck, but that didn't work out because Prussia sided against us, which was not acceptable. So we've got to do Scania. Oh, and we have to move our capital as well, so, you know, this will work fine as well. We can now start incorporating Norway as well. I think this is a very rare event. We get negative 2% whaling employee mortality. It's the greatest modifier in the history of modifiers, truly. Okay, we finished annexing Scania, so we can now start incorporating that. I'm going to start taxing fish along with services. Public health insurance is now done. Why can we not go up an institution level? 62 and 95 are not the same number. What in the world? That doesn't make sense. We can up the standardized filing cabinets though. Wow, we've got a lot from leading goods producer. Number 2 producer of oil in the world is crazy. Norway must have been producing quite a bit of oil. Yeah, we're number 2 producer of oil. USA is number 1? That's interesting. Korea's number 3. This is very, very interesting for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it, but the reason we aren't clicking Form Scandinavia in order to annex Norway and stuff is because if we did that, we would lose our German culture, so we wouldn't be able to form Germany. So we're now a unification candidate for Germany. We have 6 supporters. That's pretty good. Tech spread organized sports, so we're currently going for great power status. We should be getting it very soon here. Just need a little bit more our military to get built. Yep, we're now a great power, so let's go down on government and military wages, and we can still stay a great power because the prestige requirement drops. Now that we're a great power, you can see a bunch of countries are supporting us for German unification since we got 50 relations with every single German minor state. You can see quite a few of them decided to support us for unification due to that. Who's this one? Waldeck, I think. We've got a pretty nice variety of them supporting us. Of course, it's not enough really for us to be able to win a war against Prussia normally, but I think we might have won a war in a unification war against them with some stuff. We'll see. So what we're gonna do is start a unification war against. I think we'll do against Prussia first, because Prussia, if we win against Prussia, we can hopefully get more supporters against Austria, I think. Oh, Mecklenburg is supporting us. That's actually a negative, I think, that Mecklenburg is supporting us. Okay, well, we're gonna need to just hope Mecklenburg capitulates after being occupied, I think. Um, we're gonna put in Prussian war reps as our war goal. That should be our only war goal we put in. And then we're going to start mobilizing to add some conscripts in various states that we want to raise. We will not put them on the front yet because I think we just want to let Mecklenburg die, really. Don't see a way we can protect it, from capitulation realistically. Unless they only put like 18 soldiers against it, I guess. Okay, well, with this many soldiers against it, we actually have the ability to protect Mecklenburg. So we're going to try and do it. Netherlands sides against us. That is, oh, we can sway in Austria for a bankroll. Okay, we're gonna do that. Um, now we're gonna, I don't actually know if I've shown this off before. I know I tried to show this off in a video, but I think I might have cut it out because I think it didn't end up working out. So we're gonna show off the cheese to do with bankrolls here, even though I think we probably want to bankroll Austria in general. So what we can do is we can bankroll Austria. And then if you're bankrolling Austria already when the war starts, it doesn't make it so you can't cancel it. Normally, it would make it so you can't cancel your bankroll, but we can just do this and then cancel our bankroll on Austria, and it's just that easy to break the sway, you know. It's a pretty interesting thing you can do. Mecklenburg requests military assistance. We will, of course, not provide them military assistance. Looks like Austria has a ginormous advantage, so they should just be able to easily push in. If we get Bismarck, um, okay, we'll take Bismarck, I guess. I did not know I could get Bismarck. Trying our best to hold in Mecklenburg here. The Austrians have made it to Silesia. Just keep pushing Austria. A bunch of them are becoming Prussian protectorates because Prussia put that war goal on a bunch of them. We don't really like that at all, but it's not too bad, I guess. It's really bad that Prussia's protectorating them, I think. Or, yeah, we really would prefer if they didn't do that. But there is workarounds we can do. Okay, Austria is losing their front now, so we need to peace out quick here. Which, oh, they think Hesse-Kassel Protectorate is achievable through capitulation. You're gonna peace out like that. Can't give that. Can you give that? Wait, you can do this? This is really weird. You can give both sides German leaderships. That would just make Austria form Germany, I'm pretty sure. So that means you can have 0 unification candidates if both sides do that to each other, and there's only 2 candidates, I think. Okay, well, I think we'll just wait for 10 more peace scores so we can take war reps. Oh no, they're not accepting it anymore because Hesse-Kassel capitulated anyway. I've had to reload to here because Austria ended up capitulating on me, which I didn't expect, but yeah, they're very close to capitulating. So we're just going to take German leadership and go on with our day. Start improving with Prussia and bankrolling Prussia as well. Oh, they got an anti-Schleswig Holsteinian League. That's bad for us, but I think we can hopefully still fix their attitude potentially. Them being belligerent is not ideal at all. Yeah, we do not like that very much. The only hope we have is probably getting them to join us in a war. Okay, now let's fight Austria for leadership as well. So there's a front here, I guess, because Bavaria is supporting them. Yeah, we're just gonna uh, try to defend our homeland until Austria hits 0 war support, then naval invade them and peace out that way, I think. Looks like they're gonna have a Hamburg protectorate, which is, oh, they're not gonna reach Hamburg actually. Never mind, it's not too big of a deal. Time to start a naval invasion on Venice. Looks like they've got a slightly more navy than us actually, which is going to be a slight issue. However, our navy should hopefully be better. We can try recruiting a couple more man o' wars to ensure we can have victory. I'm very scared that Prussia is just never going to be willing to support us, so we're going to fund lobbies in Prussia in the hopes of generating a pro-country lobby or damaging this anti-country lobby a little bit. Maybe that'll make it more likely that they like us. I don't know. We get a battle, and luckily we're on the defense, which is huge luck in these battles. If you get defense, you just kind of win. So we now just get to land into for free into Venice, and then you can just leave Venice again. Just want to get a little bit of that 100% occupation over war goals ticking to happen. Okay, they've unoccupied it. Let's land Montenegro or something to restart it. Let's push a little bit out of Montenegro. I'm sure we can make a pretty good push out from there. Yep, looks like they're not really sending anything back, so we can make a very, very nice push out from Montenegro. Okay, they're about to arrive on the front, so let's move back. Okay, it looks like now that all the guys down here are capitulated, they're keeping like 10 guys permanently defending the Balkans and 10 guys defending Italy permanently. So we're going to try to build up a bigger navy, and also potentially some more army into this army so that we can land easier, because otherwise we're going to have a pretty tough time landing into that 9 stack. Austria is actually in a lot of debt. Austria is sending a lot of troops to a random spot. Where are these going? Schleswig-Holstein Elba front. What happened? They landed in here somehow? Hamburg. Wait, is Hamburg on their side? What? Okay, I did not see that happening. Well, we're gonna try to ensure that they do not manage to utilize that. Yep, okay, it's occupied now. Nice. Okay, we're landing into Montenegro. Once we land there, we're gonna move our army into there, and I think since the infrastructure is so low, we might just be able to hold forever in Montenegro, especially if they just don't assign to the front. Oh, Austria managed to land into us. Well, that's not good. Oh, this army is very far away. Okay, well, let's try our best to fix this very bad situation. Hopefully these guys can also just push in from the south. That might work too. Oh yeah, it looks like it's oh no, they're in Zealand now. Um okay. So yeah, things don't look too great, but we should cap them before they cap us, I believe. And then we just need to send this as our peace deal. Can we add regime change? No, we can't, to make them more accepting. But we still have plenty of yeah, they need to cap us 3 times faster than we're capping them. Now it's like 10 times faster. Now it's actually 10 times faster. And this should, yep, there we go. German leadership. And we cannot take Austrian war reps, of course. But German leadership is good enough. Actually, I want to take a save here to check out what happens if we both take German leadership. After testing it, it does indeed make it so that neither side can form Germany. Anyway, we now trigger North German Federation here. Did we get every single country that isn't a subject here? No. So this one is a protectorate. So yes, I believe we got every single one that isn't a protectorate as ours, right? Yes, yes, we did get every single North German non-subject. So the statesmen responsible for this are national heroes. We are now Schleswig-Holstein, but black. Or well, actually brown. Now Austria is already back to being genial with us, which is very nice. That's super nice, actually. They adopted this desire due to being the target of a diplomatic play of North German Federation. Yep, that makes perfect sense. We get the wants to reconcile because Austria is coded to try to reconcile with North German Fed after it forms. I'm gonna begin trying to pass proportional taxation. Well, if we hadn't gotten a free genial, this would have been a really good opportunity to get genial from Austria. Austria is supporting us for unification. That's pretty nice. However, we need Germany to support us as well. I mean, Prussia to support us as well. Oh, they're now just wary towards us. That's much better. Okay. We need to get a play that we can call them into. Okay, we're about to hit 50 relations with Prussia. Oh, that makes their attitude cautious. We don't really like cautious very much, but okay. Yeah, we really hate that they get cautious. Hmm. Oh yeah, we hate that so much. We need Prussia's attitude to swap to anything but cautious. We're trying different dates of improving their relations to the next level. I know one of them gave genial, but I didn't have it on recording, so we're going to try to find it again. Oh, we got it. Nice. Okay. Now Prussia and Austria support unification, so we can watch unification play. Turns out we're actually outnumbered in the German unification play. So we're going to try and wait now for these guys to hit plus 80, and then they will hopefully support us, which will make things much easier. Otherwise, I'd have to like try a million times and try and figure out some way to win the war, which seems like it was the war seemed like it was very tough to win. We'll try to build up some military in the meantime as well. But yeah, we passed prop tax. I don't actually know if that made us lose more money or not. Let's see. Oh, we're spending 135K on government construction, so I don't think that made us lose money. Let's take a look if it says we'd make more money on per capita. No, it says we'd lose more. Well, we're two relations away from these guys hopefully supporting our unification, although they are currently disinterested, so hopefully they stop being disinterested, or it doesn't matter. Either one would be fine with us, you know. Okay, we're about to hit plus 80 with the first one, which is Bavaria. Let's see, Bavaria, will you support us? Yes. How about the other ones? Bavaria improved attitude. The other ones did not. We'll give them another month to support us. If not, we'll just have to figure something out here. Okay, well, it seems like they're not going to be willing to support us. So we're going to launch the unification play and try to defeat the French here. You don't have quite enough skirmish in this army, so we'll get a couple conscripts from Austria to fill in the ranks there. Big, nice conscripts there. Put you on the main front here against France, defending. I'll put you as well there. And then I'll put some decently big army against Oldenburg, because I assume they're going to be a somewhat important thing to deal with. We'll also get some mobile artillery conscripts going there so they can make a decent push. We're also going to need some more generals for infinite armies to support the various fronts, because we've got quite a few new armies from uniting with Austria and Germany, and also a million microstates. Or not a million microstates, actually. Very few microstates to unify. Yeah, we just unified with Bavaria, Austria, and Prussia, I think, right? Pretty sure. Hohenzollern is requesting their own market. We will accept that, because, yeah, we don't have a border with them, so that makes sense. Let's mobilize you as well, I guess. We need more guys here. Also, we need to stop trying to push on this front because we're not going to be successful because they've actually put quite a few defenders there. Looks like they've got nothing on naval invasion defense though, so that's going to be our plan, I think. Try to do naval invasion into Paris or something. Oh, we should be incorporating this stuff as well. That would be a pretty good idea, you know, incorporate the land you're going to take, or you're having. It's a pretty good strategy to not waste your money and stuff. Incorporate. Okay, let's swap up the bureaucracy PM as well. Since France is on the offensive, they are, of course, losing all these various battles they're trying to fight against us. So I think what the plan is, we're going to try to make them start more offensive battles here, and then we can try to wear down their army that way. We've got quite a few pops in Schleswig-Holstein from having a migration decree down there the whole time. Egypt is a huge factor in this war. So actually, we should try naval invasion on Egypt since we can't really naval invade France. They've got some boats trying to defend them. So Egypt sounds like a good country to try and naval invade into, because if we kill Egypt, it's going to be disastrous for them. They've got quite a lot of their army coming from Egypt. I'm going to move this 85 stack up here because it looks like this front is getting pushed pretty badly for us. Okay, we've successfully landed into the Egyptian capital, which is pretty nice. That should make them cap quite faster. It's actually only a little bit of their capping progress. It's mostly coming from casualties. Oh, there's a tiny little front here from a revolt in Hesse. Okay. And Egypt is going to capitulate very, very soon here. One more tick, and there goes Egypt. That should be a pretty big upgrade for us, I think. Actually, they're pushing pretty fine even without Egypt helping them out. If we assign to this front, oh, we're gonna get a huge numbers advantage if we assign. Yeah, we've got a big numbers advantage down here now. Nice. What if we assign you up here? How much of a numbers advantage? That would give us a huge numbers advantage there as well. Let's try and push into this one. This front seems like the front that should be easier to push into. So let's try to push in. Actually, the infra might be a problem. Yeah, it looks like it is going to be a problem. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try pushing down here, I think. It might actually be easier to push down here just because there's more infra in the battles. So that seems like a nice advantage. Let's push with you, I guess. You seem like a decent general. Okay, let's see how the battle goes. Why do we only have 2 more troops? We have a 4x number, 3x number advantage. What is this scam? How dare you not give me my rightful number of troops in the battle? I deserved more troops than that in that battle. Oh, that front just ended? Okay. I don't actually know how that happened. Okay. Oh, we got an uprising in Zanzibar. That's unfortunate. Hmm. You know, maybe if we just start 3 offensive battles, there's not. Surely we should be able to win some of them because they don't have the combat width, or they don't. The combat width should take up all their troops in a couple of battles, right? At least that's the theory. We'll see how it works in practice. Advance front, advance front, advance front, advance front, and advance front. Okay, first battle, second battle. Of course, these battles aren't getting anywhere near the infra cap of these tiles, because why would they? That would just be too much sense making. Uh, can we try to start a naval invasion into Languedoc or something? Okay, we're gonna go colonial exploitation to make the armed forces happy enough to get that 10% offense defense bonus. That should help out quite a bit. Yeah, but we're still losing. Okay, well, we're going to put everyone back on defense, and we're going to take off a ton of troops so they push us, and hopefully with the 10% offense defense, when we try this again, we can win. Okay, well, that naval invasion failed. Um, let's grab a new admiral, and then let's just use you to naval invade the Zanzibar uprising so we can finish that thing off. We were killing like every single French soldier, but they took off some troops from garrison, so now they have a real offensive push again. We might actually need a bunch more army coming back. Might need the 145k to defend. Wow. Yeah, that's how bad things are getting. Move the 120k stack off the front so they push us. Okay. Seems like a decent strat, yeah. Okay, we're going back on the front. Surely this time we can successfully do it. Right. We got this, we got this. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. That 10% offense defense bonus should be helping out quite a bit right now. We made some successful pushes so far. We just need to keep up the momentum with more future pushes. More pushing. Oh, we failed that one. Not good. We succeeded in another push over here, though. We just need to occupy Württemberg, and then that'll be a big victory for us in the long term. Oh, we get a peace deal request. Yeah, we're not making peace. That's not happening in France. You fool. You think I would accept peace? Win another battle in Württemberg. That's big. I don't know why we're not getting any battles in Baden. That doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe it's because of how the front is set up. Can we try another naval invasion into the Bemba uprising yet? Yeah, we can. We got no org actually, but we've got huge numbers advantage, so we should be able to land probably. Oh, we're successfully pushing into Württemberg seemingly. How's the push into here going? Terrible. Well, that's not good. Yeah, we need to get org for this army. So let's build some army in Svealand and stuff, I guess. This should be the final battle for Württemberg, I think. Let's see. Yes, we occupy Württemberg. Big nice. Now they're going to cap pretty quickly from that. And there goes Württemberg. Big nice. We can start incorporating that now. And we can start pushing Baden as well. Okay, it seems like our momentum has pretty much collapsed, so we're going to give up while we're ahead on this push, and then continue soonish after the French attack us a bit to weaken their lines. I was confused why we couldn't land. It turns out the leader of that army had shell shock, and that effect of minus 20% offense was being magnified by the minus 25% difficult landing thing. Because they they stack additively, so that was making it so we couldn't land. Okay, we took back the revolt finally. It took quite a while, but we finally have done it. Oh, we passed colonial exploitation. I don't think we really wanted to pass that. Oh, we get a Basuto uprising as well. Okay, you Army and Zanj, go deal with that, please. I don't like these random uprisings we're getting. They're not very nice. The French are losing a ton of soldiers right now, so I think it's time. I think it's a good time to go on another pushing spree. We'll try that again now that we've got. See, big advantage even without most of our troops on the front. With our troops on the front, we got a 65 advantage. Surely we can push on that, right? Yeah, it looks like we can. Oh, we're losing that battle, but we're gonna win in Baden. No, we're not. What? Oh, they rolled dug in. That's very unfortunate. I think we still have chances, though, in the future battles. I think we just got very unlucky with those first few battles. We really need better mil tech, I think, is the problem here. Yeah, we just do not have good enough mil tech at all. This is a big problem. Somehow they've regained another 80,000 soldiers this fast. Does France have military statistics? How are they regaining so many soldiers so fast? They don't even have military statistics. That's crazy. I've got a secret plan to destroy the French. We're gonna land in Languedoc. They'll never see it coming. The landing in Languedoc. You see, the Basuto uprising army. It's coming back. And the Navy is parked just in the right place. They'll never see it coming because they can't, because I'm not telling them it's happening. And we're almost there. Okay, let's see, where is it right now? Okay, now land naval invasion into Languedoc. And we have 50% landing progress. 76, yes, we're in. Nice. Okay, looks like they actually unassigned a huge amount from that. So let's put one of our armies just into defending there. And then I think we can just push if we put this other army into the main front. And yeah, let's see how it goes. I think we can just push though, because they've unassigned so much from this front. We'll see how it goes. We've got a huge, huge, huge advantage. 76, easy wins. Just need to hold in Languedoc. In fact, we actually can push in Languedoc potentially. That's a huge advantage we have on the Languedoc front. We'll advance front. Okay, they're trying to send stuff back, but I think it's going to be too late. Yeah, they're not even sending enough stuff back, really. Still got a huge advantage over here. Oh, and we're pushing down here because there's actually infrastructure now. The final battle for Alsace-Lorraine, 76% occupation. Let's go, finally. No, what? We lose it? Huh? No, big sad. Unless they roll a bad trait next, which they don't. Well, we're going to take Baden in a second anyway. Just need another battle, which we should be able to win because we've got 60% advantage still. Come on. Sure, we can get another battle. Yeah, Baden. Easy win in Baden. How much of the progress? They've got a 300 projection, so basically 0 is coming from them. Okay, we need to defend here. We do not have convoys, so they're killing our morale. 70 advantage? Come on. Let me push. Yes, we get a successful push. Just need one more push into Alsace, I think that's successful. I think they've reworked it so Unify only requires the state. Oh, we get a controlled retreat, but they're panicked retreating. I think we can win this battle because panic retreat is so bad. Yes, we've gotten out of retreat mode now. So I'm pretty sure we win this battle. Yep, there we go. We win the battle. Just, oh no, we lose that battle though. So bad. Oh, yes, finally! We took all softs. Big nice. Okay. Oh wow, France is somehow still got gold reserves. That's crazy, bro. The French economy has been doing insanely well. They're like the France AI is cooking this game. We finally have won the war. We can reduce you to being a puppet. Can we reduce you as well? Yep. That means we can now form Germany. All hail the king. We formed the Germany like 6 years faster than the old run, even though in this run we had that absurdly long France war. We still managed to form it earlier because the early game was just a lot better than in their run. Yeah, we formed Germany. That's pretty nice. Do you return state CBs on some stuff? We have it on Portuguese Lourenço Marx, and we have it on Wallonia. That's pretty interesting. Let's start damaging relations with Belgium. Oh, we're friendly with Belgium. How are we so high relations with Belgium? What? Um, can actually like get a defensive pact and stuff with them. Okay, we're gonna conquer Luxembourg from the Dutch. It's rightful German territory, you know. So yeah, it's gonna have to be advanced into by the great German army. Need something to go kill Luxembourg, and then we should be good because Luxembourg got nothing and stuff. Siam is coming into play. That's certainly as interesting. Have the Dutch got a million defensive packs in this game as well? They've gotten a couple. We've pushed into Luxembourg, trying to occupy the Netherlands for war reps. Somehow we're actually losing that battle. Crazy. The downsides of not having good mil tech be like. Okay, we can now make peace with the Dutch. Now let's annex the Swiss so that we can form Central Europe. That seems like a pretty cool thing to do, really, you know. That's 50 infamy, some could say, so that's not very cool. But, you know, they just don't understand the way of the Super Germany. I need to delete a lot of this construction, and then we can actually start using it all permanently instead of just sitting with 90% of it idling for all the time. There's so many construction sectors to delete. I'm going to delete a ton of them. Okay, I think this is a more reasonable amount of construction for us to be able to afford. We'll build some iron mines, some coal mines. I'm not actually really sure what's good to build, but we'll just build some random stuff and hope it works out. Now let's also protectorate the Sardinia Piedmontese. Oh, never mind. People would support them if we did that. Actually, who's Russia to think they can stop us? Never mind. Let's protectorate these guys. Russia can't stop us. Neither can Egypt. We got this. We'll just raise our conscripts because we're probably gonna need it in order to defeat the Russians, but we should be fine. You know, we've got 12k power projection. The Russians have 4k. Okay, yep, Russia sides in. We'll take some Russian war reps. They do not need their monies. And we'll also lib Poland, I guess. We'll start putting some troops over here on the Eastern Front against the Russians. I'm going to keep a lot of it against the Sardinia Piedmontese, though. I'm going to try to push into Piedmont as quickly as possible so we can enforce on them. Yeah, first battle into, what do you mean this is the Alsace-Lorraine-Provence front? The first battle into Piedmont is a success. How's the Eastern Front looking? It's looking like a success as well. And we've occupied Sardinia Piedmont's capital. So it's going to be a little bit to peace out with them because we need to get to total occupation or else it's not really going to go too fast, but it's going to slowly tick them down. And once these troops can go to the Eastern Front, that's when Russia's going to start truly getting pushed. Okay, Sardinia Piedmont has capped. We'll begin improving relations to try to limit the growth of their liberty desire. Yeah, this front's now a 62 advantage for us, so we should be able to push pretty easily. Russia trying to get us to white peace. Who do they think we are? Fools. We love it when the AI somehow has two separate Russian occupations, right? It just makes perfect sense when that happens, right? Oh, now they have 39 and negative 30%. Of course, you can see this great bar here for negative 30%. Oh, we still have not unlocked the ability to enforce the war reps yet. That's actually a bit of a problem for us. A big problem, actually. Well, hopefully we can enforce war reps soon. We're very close to incorporated states at this point. Just need to push into a single incorporated state and then we should be good. Okay, there we go. Now Russia should cap. Yep. It's finally over. Okay. Time for... Oh, we can't grant these guys states because we're in the hee-hee native uprising. Okay. Okay, hee-hee. What do you think you're doing? Hee-hee. Okay, that war is now over. Why is our cost so high still? What? Okay, now they're back to reasonable. I'm gonna grant Sardinia, Piedmont a bunch of states to make their liberty desire go under 25 so that we can reduce their autonomy real quick. Shouldn't need too many states to do this, I think. Lombardy and stuff. Yep, there we go. That's enough. Now we can form Central Europe. Big nice. Well, that's the end of the video. Goodbye.